Hello everybody, Iain Robson here for another episode of Idaho. Anyways, we got a couple things going on today. If you recall from the previous episode, he's driving through the fence there. Luckily these fences are drive-throughable. But anyways, let me just show you it off camera. I did a little bit. We were just finishing harvesting field 25. I finished that off camera, and I harvested field 1 off camera. And now we're just working on field 13 right here. As you can see, and we're just taking out this field at the moment, and we're gonna go ahead and we're just taking it back to the farm for the time being. There's no great demands that I know of, is there? Ugh. I hate that. No, there's no great demands. Oh no, there is. Potatoes is on great demand right now, and so is slurry. Soybeans were on great demand. Oh, they still are. But we don't have any more soybean fields yet, so. Anyhow, we don't have anything we can actually sell at the moment that's worth a lot of money. So I think we'll just hold on to what we have. Because we do have $345,000 at the moment. So we'll go ahead and do something with that. Now, the previous episode, I asked you guys about potentially jumping a couple of years of tractors. However, that episode hasn't gone live yet at this time, so I'm going to go back to the previous episode and hear a couple of suggestions from the previous episode. So George says, another harvester and a fuel truck. Now, I actually looked around for a fuel truck to see what I could find, and unfortunately, I didn't find anything like an actual fuel truck, unfortunately. Actually, what would be kind of cool, now that I think about it, is to get... where is it here? This guy, take off the back part and then put a fuel truck on the back of that. That would be kind of cool, actually. Maybe I'll try and mod that a little bit, because that would look really cool. Yeah, that'd be sweet. And that would probably carry a good chunk. I wonder how much that would actually carry if I were to do that. Anyhow, sidetrack. Someone was saying get a fuel truck. I don't have a fuel truck, unfortunately. I did look for one, like I just said. However, we do have, right now we got this little Chieftain Bowser, which is only a 980 liters. However, we do have another one available to us, which is not in here, or is it in here? I thought it was in here. Oh, there it is. We do have this one, which has a bit larger capacity. It has a 5,680 capacity, and I don't know how many. I think that must be liters. So it's about triple what the current one we have, so this should last a little bit longer, because currently we're having to go back and forth quite a bit in order to fill up our current fuel Bowser, which is a bit annoying. So I think we're gonna go ahead and get that guy, because we're running out of fuel over here again. So that is step 1. I think there's an old song that goes like that. I don't want to think about it because I think I know who it's by, and I don't want to think about that. The other things I think people mentioned was get a bigger cultivator. Some people were saying the cultivator I have is a wee bit tinsy-wincy, which is true. Who else? Who said that? Jake says get the case disc to replace the Vicon Disco Tiller. Definitely doable. What else do we have? BD or B, I don't know. Better BD Deaderline, I don't know. It says get the wing disc, which is the same one that Jake's talking about. What else is there? I think Tristan says get a cultivator as well. So yeah, a lot of people are suggesting a bigger cultivator, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. So we have a couple options available to us. We could get this John Deere chiseled one, which we have the right amount of horsepower for that. This one we're actually a bit low on horsepower, so we can't get the Lemkin Jijot. I've actually seen one of these in real life. They are enormous. But the ones people are talking about are this one, the Case True Tandem Turbo Disc. 200 to 400 horsepower, working width of 40 feet. And so this will till up the remains of most recent crop, prep the soil terrain, So this is the one people are suggesting to get. So 40 feet, I don't know how big 40 feet is in meters. It's about 10 meters. So I think it's slightly bigger than the one we have right here at the moment. So I think what we'll do is I think I will get a bigger cultivator, but I think I'll keep this one for the time being, because there may be a time where we have two different fields that need to be cultivated, and having two different tractors or two different cultivators might be helpful. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll keep that for the time being. And we'll get this big case one. This is what people are talking about. Let's just double check. The case disc, yeah. There's also, I think these ones people might be thinking of too, which is like a... It's the same idea, but this one's a disc carrier, but I believe it also plows as well. So I think that was one of the options, and this is the other one people are talking about. I think it's actually the same one now that I look at it. Anyways, let's get this. So it says 200 to 400 horsepower. Luckily, our homemade tractor here has a nice, cool 300 horsepower, so 325 actually, if memory serves. It doesn't have 325. Yeah, 325 horsepower, so we're good to go on that half. So what we'll do is let's go ask the shop to deliver those two items for us. That would be ever so helpful. And then let's hop into our Ford right here. Just got to be quiet for the engine sound. It's not really I don't think it's really a truck engine sound, but I do love the way it sounds still. Alright, so let's go and grab the new fuel trailer. I haven't used this very much, to be honest with you. That is actually pretty big. And I wonder how this is going to look. It might be okay. It may not be. I don't know. I haven't tested this out yet. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. So see how the front tire's coming off there? Actually, a lot of people were talking about this specific... I actually talked about this a little bit, and a lot of people are like, that's what you need a drop hitch for. I don't have a drop hitch for this thing specifically. Really? Come on now. I don't have a drop hitch for that specifically, so unfortunately I can't really... Get off of there. I can't really do much about that. There we go. Jeez. I can't really do much about that, so I'll have to leave it for the time being. But it works. That's what I'm happy about, so... Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too new, which is good. But this is just a fuel trailer, so... I don't know if I'll be able to fill up from here. I assume I will be able to, but I don't know, because I haven't tried. Oh, yeah, there we go. Perfect. So that's going to take a little bit of time, so it's going to let him do his thing, and this guy is almost full. Good. So, the other thing people were mentioning was to get a bigger cultivator. We did that. Bigger tractor. So that was one of the things I mentioned in the last episode, but I think I'll wait a little bit before I do buy a new tractor, just in case, because I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what you guys, what your feelings are about that. That's what I was going for. Actually, one of the other comments that someone made was this truck is probably not powerful enough to actually pull this grain train, or this grain trailer, because this truck only has... It's made in 1966. Doesn't say how much horsepower it has, but someone was saying it wasn't quite powerful enough to pull this particular grain trailer, which is probably true. I don't know what kind of truck requirement you need for this type of thing, but this might be a bit old. So technically I should probably have something that's like half this size, and not this particular size, because this is a bit large. Which is, you know, admittedly, they're right. Alright, I also have this guy set up already, so let's fire him up. So what I'll probably have to do is I'll probably have to upgrade the truck at some point too. There we go. And we'll just send him on his way for the time being, because they're going to need a little bit more here. Alright, perfect. So let's go drive this over to Field 13, because those guys are hurting for fuel, and this is a much larger fuel trailer, I guess we'll call it. Oh, actually this is a bit heavy for this guy. This mod actually originally came with... I don't know what you'd call it, but it came with a weight script. So like let me just show you what I'm talking about here. Close the PDA. There we go. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. So if you look carefully at the truck right now, I'm adding more weight to it. So it's getting weighted down and it's going down the shocks. And then that's the maximum weight I can put on this truck. And then if I take all the weight off, it bounces back up. So I don't know how heavy this trailer actually is. Whoops. But let's just assume it's going to need the full weight. Yeah, it seems to be okay. Even then, actually, it seems to be a bit on the... But this is the problem when you put it full of weight. This is what happens with if you look at the way it's turning. I don't know why that is, but and then if I take all the weight off, the front end's lifting off the ground there a little bit. So it wasn't meant for this type of things. There we go. I guess it wasn't meant for this type of thing. I don't know. It's hard to say. So what we're going to do is, this guy is... Let's just go refuel him while we're over here. Might as well. It's fine, I didn't realize there was a little bit of a hill right there, but there definitely is. Which is kind of cool, I guess. There we go, perfect. Now technically what I should have done in this scenario is I should have done like a headland, one or two headlands first. So he wasn't going up the hill, it wasn't going through the fence, but... I thought of that too late. Excellent. Yeah, I'm happy I got this bigger fuel. Bowser, whatever you call it, because this is going to make a... Because normally this would be half empty, more like half empty, maybe not half, but... It'd be empty a little bit. Not sure how much empty, but it'd be empty enough. Let's move this truck out of the way now. Oops, I just turned it off. Alright, here. Where's a good place for this thing? Yeah, this seems to be just enough weight on this truck now. I'm just going to leave it over here in the bushes for the time being, out of the way, hopefully. Excellent. So, someone was asking if I could show this tractor a bit more with the front loader on it. I actually have no particular reason to show it at this particular time, because we don't have anything we can use it for yet. So that's the reason why I haven't seen much of it at the moment. We do need some... we do need to mow a little bit. Someone, I forget who suggested this. I think it was, maybe it was Jake. Someone suggested that I get... Where is it here? Windrow mowers. Someone suggested that I get a sickle bar mower and use a sickle bar. Now, that would work. It would just be a long process. Very, very long process. So I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to... I think... Some people are saying they get a disc bind. So I'm assuming they didn't mean these things, the mowers. But there aren't many other options out there. I actually looked a little bit, and there's a couple options that are okay, but not many that kind of live up to the same sort of quality of this. So the tractors we have over here, we have this is a 116 horsepower Farm Oil Turbo, and this is a 61 horsepower tractor. So we're looking for something in that area. So we could actually use that guy with the auto swather, which probably isn't very helpful in this scenario. Or that's it, really. I don't think. And this thing works, don't get me wrong, but it's more like a thing you drive by yourself, but it's not amazing. What happens actually is when I use the cutter head, when I turned on course play with the cutter head like exploded off. I don't know why that's the case, but what should we go for? A rear mower like this or this style? Because we can't actually use the front part because none of these, this tractor and that tractor don't have a front hookup, so it doesn't really make a difference in that regards. I don't know. I looked for some mowers. I didn't find anything that was really stands out. So let's grab that then, and I'm just gonna leave the fuel here for the time being. And I'm gonna bring the mower over to that farm over there because it's a long way for one of those slow tractors to drive. And he's almost done anyways. Excellent. There we go. Let's take the weight off there. I don't know why, it's really weird. Without the weight though, this track actually maneuvers quite nicely, but with the weight, it actually bounces all over the place. It's really strange. And I want to turn here. I don't know why that is, but I think it's just the way the the weights and the shocks actually work on the truck. Because when you turn with all the weight on, it's terrible. But without it on, look at this, no problem. No like bouncing all over the place or anything. It's really strange. And there's no gate there either. I keep thinking there should be. Let's get them deliver that mower. Perfect. Now I don't know if you could actually move a mower with a truck. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Because I've seen a mower moved mainly with a tractor, but not with a truck. I have seen a baler being moved with a truck before, but not a... Oh, I can't even hook up this anyways. It's 3-point. Never mind. Alright, well, I guess we're going to have to use a tractor. Do we have any tractors over here? I don't think we do anymore. I think they're all elsewhere. Whoops, 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 whoops. Oh, I really don't want to drive a tractor all the way back there. Alright, this guy's done here now. So I think the only other... we have 7 and 8 down there. Are they harvested? I don't know. 8 is not. What's 8? 8 is canola. So we could actually go down to field 8 and harvest that field as well. And we probably could get away with keeping the header on because this is all... Well, maybe not. I thought it was all open terrain, but it's not. Doesn't look like it, at least. And unfortunately, this header is just a wee bit too big to go gallivanting around with it on the the combine itself. So yeah, so we have this field down here, field 8. Some people are actually suggesting getting another combine as well, which isn't a bad thing to look at as well. Let's take a quick peek. We're actually going to need a rake as well, now that I think about it. We could do this guy, which is a nice cheap, it does heads and rakes, so that's an option. And the other option we have is this guy, which is the old New Holland, which is a bit, which actually rakes and heads at the same time, so that's a possibility to use this one. Alright, looks like it's good there. And while we're here, I guess I'm going to have to bring the GMC over here with the trailer. It seems that way. Let's just refuel while this is right here. Is that going to get close enough? Oh, there it is. Good, so let's hop into the GMC over here. So we have the corn header on here right now, actually. And so let's head back to the farm here. And I think what we'll need to do is, what I'll do is I'll grab the other cultivator. Well, I think I'll let him finish this field first, and then I'll grab the other cultivator. Actually, you know what we could do? How much horsepower did it say it needed? I think it said it needed, was 200 the low end? 200 is the low end, so let's just take a quick peek at, and how much is the Vicon? I think the Vicon's like 270 minimum. Where is it? Oh, okay, good. So we can actually do this then. We can get another tractor, an older tractor, that is not very expensive, but will help us. This old John Deere 8440. It's an old one. 74 to 82 is when it was made. We could get one of these, but I'll wait again for that. So this isn't the most amazing tractor in the world. I'll fully admit that. But it does get the job done. Alright, so let's drive this guy back here. And then I'll show you what that John Deere looks like. And I have to be careful now. I think about where I'm driving in terms of the entrances and whatnot, because for some reason I'm like, where's the entrance? I don't remember where it is. Alright. There we go. The problem is, I don't know how I'm going to get this corn header off here. What other option do we have available to us? We could get another harvester here as well. And I got the American Eagle modding harvesting pack, so I may, and if I do some silage again, I'm going to use that, because that looks like it's a bit bigger. I don't know how much bigger. Does it even say? No, it doesn't even say. But we could get another New Holland set up here. We could get, because these are all newer combines, right? That's a newer one as well. So we could get another New Holland combine as well, actually. And then have two combines running at the same time. It's not a bad idea, actually. And then that would decrease. Because how many fields do we have? We still have 36, 35, 16 we're going to deal with in a second, and we have 8 right down here. And then 18 way over there, which is way far away from us. So I think I might sell 18 because it's not really helpful over there. Yeah. Yeah, let's buy another combine too. A couple people are suggesting getting a new combine. I'm going to get the same combine, and there's a reason because of it. If I get the same combine, then it's easy enough to set it up together. So now that we have this extra combine now, I'm just going to drive this trailer over here and then get the combine to pick it up right off the or I could just detach it like that. That was unexpected. Okay, well that works too, I suppose. For those of you who've never seen this before, let me just show you. This is an old John Deere 8440. I think Randy's used it a couple times. RD Allen, for those people who are wondering. It's not the most amazing mod. It's not terrible either, though. One of the things I really like about it is that flywheel in there is pretty cool. It does have dynamic exhaust as well, which is kind of cool. I like it. Apparently that's not going... Is it going to attach? No. Oh no, there we go. Whew. That scared me for a second there. I don't think it has anything fancy on it though. No, it has rear lights, working lights, that's about it. Yep, looks like that's about it though, so what I can do with this is we just where are we here? He's finishing up 25, so we can go down to field 1 then, which is close to us. Yes, we can go to field 1 and get this guy started on that, and then another big articulated tractor. Some people are probably like, you should have got a case, but I don't have any older case combines. I don't have any older case tractors that are big enough to pull this, so we'll switch it up. This is probably a newer implement, if I'm honest with myself. But we're trying to stick with older tractors. Trying to being the keyword, of course, so. And that's the reason why I got this older tractor here. But, of course, I'm pretty sure this is a newer part, but anyways. Alright, so I'm going to save the game right here. Because I don't know if this is going to work. This is what, field 1? I don't think I've changed anything. Alright, let's unfold this. I don't know how big it actually is. It's probably about, well, it's quite a bit larger actually. 10 meters, 9 meters, 11. So let's do just 11 meters. Starting corner is the southeast, heading west. Headland. I don't know, sure. We'll do one headland. And generate course. Oh, that was the right one. Good. Oh, apparently I lowered it as well. Now, the reason why I saved game, of course, is because this is the first time I've ever used this thing, so I have no idea whether it's going to work properly or not. So if it doesn't work properly and it crashes my game, I will talk to you guys later. If it does work, then I'll continue talking. How about that? Alright, so let's save this as F1 Culti 11 meters. Perfect. And, moment of truth, let's see if it works. Like I said, if it stops, I'm just going to end the episode. If it doesn't, I'll keep talking for a little bit longer. And we're safe. Now the question is it going to unfold it for us? I don't know. And it does unfold. This is good. It's lowering it down. I think this does have... I think it has the capability... Ooh, it's a little fast. I think it does have the capability of plowing, I want to say. No, maybe this one doesn't. I know there's some that do. I must have done... Yeah, I guess I did. Anyways, so this guy's doing his thing now, so he'll be done that field relatively shortly. I know some people don't appreciate having a green tractor with a red cultivator, but c'est la vie. Excellent, good. So I'll get that done. So now this field right here will get done, similar time to this field, and then I can move this guy over to field, well, either one of these really. Alright, this guy is here. Perfect, so I should move this guy over to the other. Do we have anything? We do have 8. Let's move him to field 8, I guess, then. I was originally going to mow this episode, but I think I will do that next episode, because at least we're prepared for it now. Before, we weren't quite prepared for it, but now it seems like we will be, because we'll have everything in place, basically. We'll have the mower over there. You know what we should do, actually? We have the money. We might as well buy our the other equipment. And I think we'll start off with some smaller equipment, and then we'll progress quickly, I imagine. So a tedder. What have we got here? We could go with this. This is kind of old school. This or this. You see these everywhere in North America, so I'm gonna go with this. I don't know how wide it is, though. It'll rake. We'll see. We'll use it a little bit. If I get really sick of it really quickly, we'll upgrade quickly then. Alright, so let's move this guy down to field 8. This is probably not the best way to do it, now that I'm just looking at the map here. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So I need to cultivate that field yet. So now we have, it's funny, it's already become a big operation. Like, we have not necessarily all new equipment, we have some older equipment, but we have lots of stuff going on already, so we have to be not on our guard, but be aware of not letting things get out of hand, I guess. We could actually mow that field, that pasture there, that meadow, whatever you want to call it. That right there is definitely from the trailer behind the GMC. Where did I leave the GMC? Oh, it's in the field here. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so I think what I'll do is I will stop the episode there for now. Next episode, I think what we'll do is we'll mow this. Yeah. Yeah, we'll mow that field up there. And then we will get the rest of the stuff ready for the pigs up, or the cows up there, because they've been chilling out with not very much for a while now. So hopefully by next episode we'll have a little bit of stuff for them to get started with. All right, so my name's Iain Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2013 Konapcha from Idaho. I'll catch you guys later.